Hello, welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo. So, there has been a recent development in regards to the upcoming James Bond movie. So, if you're not well aware, it has been announced that Denis Villeneuve will be directing the next installment of the James Bond franchise. According to the James Bond website here, says Denis Villeneuve to direct next James Bond film. Says Amazon MGM Studios announced that Denis Villeneuve will direct the next James Bond film. Tanya Lapointe, who is Denis Villeneuve's collaborator in his career as a producer and also as his spouse, will serve as executive producer. As previously announced, Amy Pascal and David Hyman will serve as producers. Villeneuve commented, "Some of my earliest movie-going memories are connected to 007. I grew up watching James Bond films with my father ever since Dr. No with Sean Connery. I'm a die-hard Bond fan. To me, he's sacred territory. I intend to honor the tradition and open the path for many new missions to come. This is a massive responsibility, but also incredibly exciting for me and a huge honor. Amy, David, and I are absolutely thrilled to bring him back to the screen. Thank you to Amazon MGM Studios for their trust." Mike Hopkins, head of Prime Video and Amazon MGM Studios, commented, "We are honored that Denis has agreed to direct James Bond's next chapter. He is a cinematic master whose filmography speaks for itself. From Blade Runner 2049 to Arrival to the Dune films, he has delivered compelling worlds, dynamic visuals, complex characters, and most importantly, the immersive storytelling that global audiences yearn to experience in theaters. James Bond is in the hands of one of today's greatest filmmakers, and we cannot wait to get started on 007's next adventure." Pascal and Hyman commented, "Denis Villeneuve has been in love with James Bond movies since he was a little boy. It was always his dream to make this movie, and now it's ours too. We are lucky to be in the hands of this extraordinary filmmaker." So when I first saw this news, I was like, "Oh wow!" For me, it kind of came out of left field because it seemed like beforehand that Alfonso Cuarón might be directing this movie, but obviously it did not pan out for whatever reason. And now Denis Villeneuve is going to do it. So my initial reaction to this, I was like, wow. I was kind of shocked, but then I later realized I'm like, yeah, I think he's going to do a great job with the property. Because apparently, in interviews before, he has stated that he's a fan of the franchise. And I learned that apparently, with No Time to Die, before Kerry Fukunaga directed, apparently he was in the mix to direct the movie, but turned it down because he was working on Dune. So, yeah, I find this is interesting. And I'm really curious to see what his take will be on this, since this is like the first movie for Amazon without involving the broccoli family. I'm really curious to see where they're going to go with James Bond. Maybe with this one, it'll probably follow closely to the books. From what I'm hearing with the books, it goes a bit more darker with the character. It could possibly be a character study of some sorts of the character, maybe like similar to Skyfall, with what they did with James Bond with that movie. Yeah, be I'm really intrigued for this. I think Denis will do great. We'll see what happens once it comes out. And I imagine that he'll be doing this movie after Dune Messiah or Dune 3, because that movie is scheduled to come out towards the end of 2026, unless something happens. So, yeah, that's essentially my thoughts on this topic. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Denis Villeneuve directing this movie. On YouTube, I have a community tab where you could post there and interact with other people. So, yeah, feel free to comment there as well too. And if you want to support me, you could visit buymeacoffee.com/Nomfanelo, where you could donate either one-time or monthly fee, but also too, you can look at posts I have on the platform and more. Also too, if you want to follow me on social media, my links are in the description. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to catch you on the next one.